It starts with a feeling, a cold draft in a sealed room. You're sitting across from her, and suddenly the air her eyes are on you. Not with anger, not with suspicion, but with her unnerving certainty. A knowing look that bypasses your words and claims to read your very soul. "What's wrong?" you ask. A foolish question. You already know the answer you'll receive. "Nothing," she says. The word a perfect, smooth stone dropped into a silent pond. But the ripples spread. "I just have a feeling. A feeling. That's all it is. But in this room, her feeling is law. It is evidence. It is the judge and the jury. You feel a frantic need to defend yourself. But defend yourself from what? The accusation hasn't been spoken. It hangs in the air, a phantom guillotine above your neck. This is not a conversation. This is an interrogation of your conscience. And the panic you feel, that's your confession. We have been told a story, a myth, the myth of female intuition, that it's a form of magic, a sixth sense, a mystical connection to a deeper truth. But here is the truth. It is not magic. It is not a gift from the cosmos. It's a highly calibrated, subconsciously driven pattern recognition system. It's a biological supercomputer running a single program, anomaly detection. She notices the things you don't even know you're doing. The 0.5-second hesitation before you answer a question. The slight uptick in the pitch of your voice when you say you were working late. The way your eyes dart to the left instead of meeting hers. The way you hold your keys just a little too tightly in your pocket. These are not psychic signals. They are data points, tiny fractures in your baseline behavior, each one a tripwire for her internal alarm system. This system is a powerful tool for survival, honed by evolution to protect, to nurture, to sense danger to the family unit. But a tool for survival can also become a weapon of control. And this is where the myth turns dark. Because this intuition is not just a passive alarm. It can be weaponized. It becomes a weaponized guilt detection system. Think about it. The system doesn't detect the lie. It detects the guilt associated with the lie. And you feel guilty about everything. The white lie you told about liking her friend's terrible painting. The $20 you spent on a video game instead of saving. The secret relief you felt when plans were cancelled. These tiny, insignificant guilts produce the same physiological signals as a major betrayal. Her system detects the spike, the anomaly, but it doesn't know the source. It only knows that something is hidden, and so the vague accusation is deployed. Something feels off. It's a brilliant strategy. It's unfalsifiable. It forces you to search your own mind for a crime to confess to. Let's look at Elias and Lilith. Their home is a beautiful cage of Gothic architecture and simmering silence. Elias loves Lilith, but he's human. One evening he tells her he's stuck in traffic, but he's actually having a quick, harmless drink with a colleague to decompress. It's not malicious. It's a small act of self-preservation. A white lie to avoid a needless discussion about why he needed space. He comes home. He kisses her, but his timing is off by a few minutes. The smell of bar peanuts, not car exhaust, clings faintly to his coat. His relief at being home is a little too pronounced. Lilith's system registers the anomalies. Beep, beep, beep. The data doesn't add up. She doesn't say, "You were at a bar, weren't you?" That would be a logical accusation, one that could be discussed. Instead, she waits until they are in bed. The lights are out. The room is still, and she says it. "You feel distant tonight?" Boom! The guilt bomb has been detonated. Elias's heart rate skyrockets. The tiny, insignificant guilt from the white lie is activated. He becomes defensive. "What are you talking about? I'm right here. I'm just tired from traffic." He lied again. A reinforcing lie. The guilt compounds. His voice is a little too high. His body is a little too stiff. Lilith's system registers this new data. Her suspicion, born from nothing, is now being confirmed by his panicked reaction to her vague probe. She thinks her intuition has picked up on some great hidden betrayal, infidelity, a secret life. But all it found was a man's trivial guilt about needing 30 minutes to himself. The weapon is powerful, but its aim is terrible. This creates a toxic feedback loop. The more she probes with her feeling, the more guilty and anxious he feels. The more anxious he feels, the more evidence she gathers. He starts to believe he must be a bad person. Her intuition must be right. He starts confessing to things he didn't even do just to make the feeling stop. This is the endgame of weaponized intuition. Not truth, but control. A relationship built not on trust, but on the perpetual, low-grade fear of an unprovable accusation. So how do you break the cycle? Whether you are the wielder of this weapon or its target, if you are the one with the feeling, you must learn to distrust it. A feeling is not a fact. It's a prompt for a question, not a verdict. Translate your feeling into a specific, non-accusatory question. Instead of, you feel distant, try, I'm feeling a little disconnected. Is everything okay with us? One invites a conversation, the other invites a defense. One builds a bridge, the other builds a wall. And if you are the target of the feeling, if you are Elias, you must refuse to accept the premise. Do not enter the courtroom. Do not search for a crime. When she says, I just have a feeling, your response should be calm, measured. A feeling about what, specifically? Tell me what you've observed. This is not about being defensive. This is about demanding clarity. It moves the conversation from the mystical realm of unfalsifiable feelings to the concrete realm of observable behaviors. It forces the system to show its work, to present its data. And often, in the light of day, the mountain of evidence is revealed to be a molehill of minor inconsistencies. Female intuition is real, but it is a human faculty, not a supernatural one. It is observation, not magic. Empathy, not telepathy. When it is used to build connection and understanding, it is one of the most powerful tools for intimacy we possess. But when it is used as a weapon of interrogation, it poisons the very trust it was meant to protect. So, the next time you feel that cold draft in the room, the next time you hear those words, I just have a feeling, stop, breathe, and choose to turn on the light.